Let's see. Give me 1 second. And we can get started talking about some cryptocurrency, talking about some investments. No? How's everybody doing? We got 16, 20 people over on TikTok. I don't know how many people that are on YouTube. $30 million. It's insane. Go live. Unlisted. Why does it keep going as unlisted? Publish. Keeps going as unlisted for YouTube. I mean, I guess I can keep it that way and then, switch it later every time. Oh, we got 75 people over here on TikTok. If you guys have a chance, feel free to like away. Double tap the screen or triple tap or quadruple tap or just continue to tap as much as you possibly can. 10 taps each person. Sounds like a plan. Monetization's on. I don't know why this way. After saying that, we got 2 likes. I gave you 4 taps, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate the 4 taps. Hey, we're getting some more taps here. We got 32 likes. Thank you guys for being here. Is anybody seeing what's happening in the crypto market right now? I mean, things do not look great. Depending on which way you're looking at it. Because if you're in a looking to buy, I mean, this would be the time to make some moves. As we see these dumps, these decreases to lower levels, these would be the times. See how many people we got on YouTube. Looks like we only have 7 people on YouTube. That's low. It's very low. And it's probably because I launched it as a unlisted video, maybe. But I've never seen the concurrent viewers so low in my life. Yeah, I don't even think on my other channel it goes that low. Anyways, let's focus on TikTok then. We'll wait for that to pick up. End of the year, more dump is coming. You believe so? Typically, I'm too early today. Typically, I'm early. I'm at I start at 6 o'clock, so I'm 19 minutes late. But whatever. Sometimes it just doesn't, like, people don't get the notifications. Thanks, Peter, for being here. You're the first comment on YouTube. Yeah, for end of the year, typically there's more we see more bullish momentum because a lot of businesses are thriving, and especially since now cryptocurrency is kind of flowing with businesses rather than against them. You would think you would see it push. However, depends what businesses are doing as well. And it looks like in the pre-market, we're seeing Meta that's down, AMC that's down by 2%, Tesla's down by 1%, GME 1%. So I guess I could see that. However, I believe this was because of the FTX hacker. Hey Matt, how's it going? I have a quick question. I've messaged you on Twitter. Some people are seeing the Vault tokens are, what are you saying, increasing? Are increasing their wallets without buying. What is this? I don't know what you're saying. Are increasing in their wallets without buying. They may have some sort of reward feature. I don't know. I haven't looked into Vault heavy because we all agree with Kanye, right? I don't know. I haven't paid attention to anything that's going on there. I would probably say not. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't paid attention to anything. The only thing I pay attention to our investments. Seems. Thank you for following Cash Out. I appreciate it. YouTube is lacking. It is lacking. We have 50 people that are now watching, so that's good to be able to see that. Haven't been getting your notifications lately. I mean, it happens. Happens. Eventually, it'll come back, but as long as revenue stays the same, we'll be fine. Time to buy. It seems like, everything's on sale. Yesterday, I ended up buying, which may have been a not a horrible time to buy, but not the best time to buy. This is the thing about investing, is that you never know when it's at its absolute bottom. And sorry, I was just reading something else. You just watched my video on Twitter about burns and utility. Totally agree. I hope your video gains traction. Yeah, I mean, I'll talk about that in a couple of seconds. But where was I going with this? Yeah. Oh, I bought yesterday, and this is the thing about investing. When you buy, it's not going to tell you when the absolute bottom is. So if you end up buying at a lower point and you believe in it to be or to grow higher than the point that you invested, it's still a good buy. It's just not the best buy that you could possibly have. So yeah. Wait, what's up, you guys? Matt here. What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. I have to do it. I could just like start the video and just go right into it, but I kind of have to. I have to go, what's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Increasing. So it's increasing in their wallets without buying. Yeah, they may have some sort of reward structure that happened on it, but I'm not 100% sure. Does Vault Inu offer rewards? Vault Inu network is designed with an automatic liquidity pool that pays out rewards to token holders. Every time Vault transactions take place, 4% of the fees are sent to the project's treasury, where the funds are invested in various crypto assets, including blue chip NFT projects. So I guess they do pay out a reward. Technically, you're getting paid out that reward, but also getting taken because it's a fee as well. So that's interesting. Just watched my Twitter video about burns and utility. Totally agree, or agree totally. I hope your video gains traction. So yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of like back and forth on Twitter, and I don't like to feed into that stuff because Alex, the person who got kicked out of the Terror Rebels, is just a person that like tries to divide the community. And I don't try and feed into anything because he's always trying to start drama. And that's exactly what came up, where he's like, oh, well, we could raise the tax by 500%, and then we'll be able to, and that's ridiculous. And all I had in response was that you have issues, and he does have issues. He's one of those people that thinks that, he's right 100% of the time until he's wrong, and then he still thinks that he's right. And he just shrugs his shoulders and goes, well, you guys didn't do something the right way, and then blames it on everybody else. He's that type of person. So I'm not saying that I want IBC to go under and not, have any type of volume or anything, but I'm going to fight like hell for it to have volume. So, because I support both, I support burns, I support utility. We understand that the reason why people got into this play was not to see the long-term future of this, or at least for all of it, not to see the long-term future. A lot of people got in it because they want to change their life. They want to change their financial situation. And yes, you can do that, but you can also focus on utility as well. So you have the burns, you have the long-term aspect of it. Like for me, probably 97% of my position is for short-term opportunities, to long-term opportunities. Whenever that opportunity happens, that's what it's for. When it gets to $1, a lot of my position is for that moment. And for everybody else, it's the same way. So when we get it to a point to where a majority of their position is not for that moment, that's when we can get to that point. that's when we can worry about the long-term aspect of it, because worrying about utility right now, all about utility without bringing the supply down, is not good for the long-term outlook of the position. Yes, we'll have established utility, but people want to see volume, as much volume as possible. People want to see price movement. So that's the issue that we're dealing with. It's the difference between 75 or 80 or 90% of the people, probably 100% of people, are looking for that first opportunity. And then you have other people that are like, no, I want to push towards utility. It's like, it's not just utility. You need both. You really do. And this is why we need to figure out which DApps are really struggling, which I've been asking this question for pretty much 3 weeks now. What DApps are struggling when it comes to a higher tax? Because then we can figure out what their limit is. And others, they'll just go through a regular transaction. This cat is always meowing every single second of every day. I gave up on Lunc. I don't give up on Terra Luna Classic. I still hold it. I already gained a lot of profit from it. They're increasing. Yes. Okay. I was just wondering because someone asked me, so I thought I would ask. Yeah, it looks like they have some sort of reward that goes into a pool and paid out to individuals. Hey Matt, what's your view on Lunc ATM at this time to buy more? For some reason, I don't know why I read that as like a Lunc ATM, like Bitcoin ATM, but you meant at the moment. My opinion on Terra Luna Classic at the moment is definitely at a lower point. I was looking at it earlier and it was at like 0.00015. And I don't know if it will go lower. I understand there's a big drop in Ethereum. You're seeing Ethereum down by what, 5.5% on the day. Bitcoin down by 3%. So things are dropping a little bit more. Polygon's down by 6%. Trying to see if anything else is down by a lot. Avalanche about 7%. Cosmos is down by 7.5%. 7.5% for Ethereum Classic. 13% for Algorand. That's a big drop and a big opportunity, to tell you the truth. 7%, 7.5% for Kronos, which is why it looks like it may be a bad buying time buying Kronos yesterday. So either way, I bought Kronos. So, but when it comes to Terra Luna Classic, currently at 43rd, which is crazy that it keeps dropping down in the top 100. It's at 43rd, and it's down 9.7%. Right now would be a time to where I would see a short-term opportunity with this for something to not only give you like 30% or 50%, but actually double in price, getting back to a form of normalcy when we do see the market start to recover a little bit, because the markets are not recovering. They're falling. It's a bloodbath right now. We have 130 people here, guys. If you haven't had a chance to hit the like button, please do so. Let me put a poll up just so people know. Someone said thoughts on Gala. I like Gala as like a game changer for the crypto gaming space or gaming space in general. But I don't really necessarily like dilution at all. I've been looking for a way into Gala and thinking about when's the best time to make that move. And prices are low. Prices are very, very low. But it's tough whenever I see dilution. What's happening to Matic? When should we buy? I mean, currently, let me show my screen, because I haven't shown my screen on YouTube. I can't show my screen on TikTok. I'm sorry. When it comes to Matic or Polygon, I mean, you would see everything else down to some of these lower lows, but Polygon has not been down to these lower lows. It is down by 6% today. It's at 80 cents. We've seen it run up to about $1.25, right? $1.29, something like that. Let me look over the last month. Yeah, $1.29 from 77 cents, and it's approaching those lower levels again of 77 cents. If we look over um, a full year, we're going to see the lowest point of 32 cents and the high of $2.92. So it definitely has a lot more potential. Still looking at 87% of the total supply. So there's no problems with Matic that I see. Um, I see nothing but potential within that position. Will Terra Luna go back to 100 again? That's tough to say. If it does, I don't think people will be looking for the same thing that they're looking for here. Most people that are looking for, or when a position goes back to 100, has potential to go back to 100 from the point that it's at now, a lot of people will sell way before that point. So majority of the people that are going to be invested as it moves from $1 to $100 is going to be the people that care about building the utility in such a big way, which you will see a portion of mine still being held. Sometimes I think the downfall of crypto is in a million altcoins and people risking it for crap coin pumps. If we just focus on 2 or 3 coins, we could be all set. So the issue is that you don't want to just focus on two or 3 coins. That's like saying, hey, we're going to only support 2 businesses in the world or 3 businesses in the world. You can't do that. You're creating more of a monopoly, and it doesn't really work out the way that you want, because then they take advantage. If we focus on these coins, they suddenly change and apply a 50% tax out of nowhere because they may be able to change the contract. That may be a horrible situation, but I think we do need to focus on, and there's a lot of people that are focused on coins that are in the top 100. I would say majority of people are looking at coins in the top 100 and usually making buys off of there. But then you have a lot of people that may say, oh, buy Volt, or buy, no offense to people that buy Volt, or say, go buy this coin that's 3,000 on the list, or something like that. Or this brand new coin that may not do anything. But then again, you run the risk of not trusting any new coins. So especially ones that create brand new utility that could change the dynamic of the crypto space. So I feel as though we kind of need to focus on everything. Now, when it comes to rug pulls and all that stuff, we need to make sure we get those out, but pretty much it. Unequivocally say that trading is one of the most profitable and lucrative businesses for every investor with the right expert. That's true. I don't know what you're getting at here. Are you one of those people that comes through the comments and goes, I made $30,000 from Kim Jansen? Kind of squint my eyes at that one, because that sounds like one of those comments. I got in too early, and now look at the prices. Yeah, I hear you. So for people that invested at the top, at the peak point of crypto, it's got to hurt. It's got to sting, right? There's some people that are holding and dollar cost averaging down because they have the money. But this is why I always, talk about the fact that, you need to start buying. I'm distracted by what's going on with the coin market cap symbol right now. Did you see that? It jumps up and down. Let me scroll down, because I'm one of those people. I get distracted by other things there, other sentences, other words. But yeah, I think when you look at it, you have to say, like, am I investing at a bullish time in the market? Am I investing because everybody else is telling me to invest? Or am I investing because I see these prices and I see the potential? Am I doing my own research, understanding that the potential is a lot higher? Because most people, as they ask those questions at the top, maybe 2 of those questions will come back and you'll be like, well, maybe I am doing that. I might want to dial it back and only get my feet wet, because you never know what it's going to be. It can continue to run. I said that maybe Ethereum would stop at 3,000 and continue to run to 4,000 to 4,500 or something. And, would have had an opportunity from there. Now, it wouldn't have doubled from when I would have bought, but it would have been an increase. there's other people that have seen a 5x, 10x return from what Ethereum has done, or even a 100x return from what Ethereum has done. But then there's some people that are now at a loss because they invested at $4,000. People think that $4,000 is a steal, and it is in the long term of it. But if you're not willing to wait out that long term move, um, then it's not going to benefit you. You know. Good morning, Matt. What is your take on serum? I've never looked into it. I'll have to look into it in a little bit. I feel like I've been talking a lot, which is why I'm here to talk a lot. Uh, am I a fortune teller? I'm not a fortune teller. No, I'm not. Are you talking to Thomas? Oh, you're talking. Yeah, you're talking to him. I'll let you guys speak it out. Metagloria looks awesome for the Luna community. I I mean, things may look awesome, but I just want to see it like released. Do you think Lunic will add a zero by the end of the year? Boy, I hope so. I mean, if it adds a zero, um, then what we could see. Sorry, I'm just trying to pat my fro down. If we do see a zero, I mean that's a buying opportunity right there, because you're, instead of buying a million for $100+ now you're buying it for less than $100. Sorry, Hayden is stomping upstairs. I've never heard her stomp this much, which is good. And she's starting to like jump, actually learn how to jump, and she shouldn't be running around in the house though. Um, those who know markets well are making money in this bloodbath. Knowing how to short is a blessing. That's true. I haven't ever shorted crypto. I usually short like stocks, not like for the long term or anything like that, just shorting it for maybe 3 minutes. I never hold shorts for longer than probably 10 minutes. It's just because I don't like the idea of losing unlimited amounts of money. Like you can gain a limited amount of money for stocks, like on the way down. If you're buying a position, you can only lose everything that you invested. You know, um, if you are seeing the gains, you can gain anything as long as it's rising. You see things absolutely skyrocket to the top. You can gain as much as you possibly can think of. Right? Stocks can go up, continue to go up, obviously to a certain extent compared to some of the largest companies in the market. Um, but with shorting, it's the opposite way. You can lose an unlimited amount as long as it is increasing there. But you obviously can only gain a certain amount as it's dropping down to the lowest point. But you still can gain a lot. So I short, but I don't short that much. And I've never shorted cryptocurrency. For those who I read that, you were right, but the market is profiting. Um, if you are using a really good broker or account manager to help out with trades or provide signals, I feel like this is I feel like this is a start to. I will forever be indebted to Dylan. I was able to build a massive income stream during COVID-19 pandemic trading with him. See, look at this. I can't. Are you making a joke or are you actually here? You know what? I'm gonna go to subscribers only to see if you actually are here, because I can't tell the difference at this point. Oh yeah, there we go. I made over 500K. I'm gonna go ahead and get you out of here, because that's not how that works. I think CZ wants Lunic to do well. Binance will help us. I don't know. They haven't helped us since. I think he just wants to maintain his billions. Um, or turn it into billions, because it's not worth billions right now. Scammers, it seems that way, yeah. DZ would be more worried about being destroyed. Yes, Harper. Okay. Did you get dressed? Okay. No, okay, can you go upstairs? Yes, I'm gonna take you to school. Can you go upstairs, go to the bathroom, brush your teeth, and get dressed so that I don't have to? You can like play your game or something. What do you mean? You went to the bathroom? Okay, can you brush your teeth and get dressed? All right, thank you. She's up a little early today. I watch her YouTube and see the same scammers. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I currently have 20 million in Lunc. What's your view? Uh, should we be buying more? I mean, right now is a good opportunity. Depends where you bought. For me, I bought way lower than this. So if anything that I do buy, it would be a short-term play. So I would basically buy say if I buy $1,000 worth of Terra Luna Classic, I would buy $1,000 now and look to turn it into 2,000, but nothing more than that. It's not anything to where I would hold it for the long term there because I just want to capture a short term gain, which is something I may do depending on how much money I feel like spending. Because I didn't want to spend any more money, but I did. So, um, what's another $1,000, right? No, I do believe in CRO, which I haven't transferred my CRO over to the DeFi wallet yet. I should probably do that. What do you think about Vol Inu? I'm not a big fan of Vol Inu. Don't like other versions that are created. May have volume, may have ability to gain something. I'm just not a fan. Not saying it's horrible. It's not. I'm just not a fan because I don't see the way that I can gain with that position. I see other opportunity out there before Volt. CDC versus Binance. Uh how will be wait who you're trying to say who will be number one in the future? So I think Binance is pretty damn strong. I don't know where CDC will be, but I know that they have tens of millions of users, and with the World Cup, who knows how many users they're going to get. Um, so I think CRO will or crypto.com will give them a run for their money. It's just Binance right now. They have a lot of coins that are created on the Binance Smart Chain. um, and there's not many projects that are created on the Kronos chain. Um, so I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, CDC is a token. Binance is a coin, I believe. Yes, it is. It has its own blockchain. And the only thing is that potential wise, I would say CDC probably or CRO has more potential in their position because Binance, yes, can be worth so much more. Even if you do see a 10x return, that would be $2,500. But crypto.com or Kronos has a 10x return just in getting back to the all-time highs. BNB back to the all-time highs is basically a double in price. You know, so potential wise in the exchange token or coin, I would definitely say that um, CDC has more of that benefit there. Sorry for doing that. Um, what do you think of Audius? I don't know what that is. It's currently listed as 148th um, on the list by market cap. We're seeing it at a 14 cent price. um, Currently, we're seeing one an unlimited supply, so I don't know what the minting process is there. But you do have about 1.1 billion total supply versus the um, the max supply of 923 million coins. So it's not that big of a circulating supply. I like to see lower supplies because then you see higher price points or higher price potential. You do see $6 million in volume. It looks like it may have some potential if we look over the last month. Yeah, it definitely has some potential to double in the short term, and obviously see a lot of potential in the long term, depending on how much was introduced there. So if I go to price for or market cap for all, we're gonna see a 470. Let's see, $470 million market cap. If we look at the price, we were at a way higher price, meaning there was a ton of dilution from here, $4 price at that point. And what about here? So we're seeing a $3 price point there, but where is that? $3 price point there, but then we're seeing a further market cap 1.4 billion, 1.4 billion there, and I want to see where the price is, which is a lot lower, of about $2.80. So obviously there's dilution that's being dragged into this, and I don't want to be stuck into anything that's going to heavily dilute itself, because it looks like it's not something. Yes, you do have peaks and valleys, and maybe you'll be able to recover from that valley here. But it does look like no matter what, you will see a recovery from this valley, even getting up to a 400 or $500 million market cap. You can definitely get there. Sorry, you can't see it. So if I was looking at a return, it does look like it could have a 2 to 5x return. 2 to 5x return from where we are. Wrap tokens are. Someone asked me about wrap tokens. I didn't know the actual definition. Wrap tokens are cryptocurrencies pegged to a value on another original crypto or assets like gold, stock, shares, and real estate, and put to work on the DeFi platforms. The original asset is wrapped into a digital vault, and a newly minted token is created to transact on other platforms. So like with Lunatics token and having a wrapped Lunatics, they are basically wrapping up Lunatics token and moving it over to the Terra Classic platform, as well as the Ethereum platform. So you're wrapping Lunatics. You're wrapping up that asset into a new platform or chain, for that matter. The market is rough right now, but it will all be fine soon, hopefully. Been in crypto since 2021 top. Not sure how I haven't come across you. Very easy to listen to. Well, I appreciate that, Roy. I appreciate that a lot. I'm sorry that you invested at the peak point, because it's difficult to take in, because it's like everybody is pushing it as something to where it's gonna get stronger and stronger and stronger. While I'm sitting on the back burner looking for different positions that are just getting started, because I don't want to invest into something like Ethereum at $4,000 or Bitcoin at $60,000. There are people that I have seen that have said, "You're welcome," by the way. There are people that I've seen that invested at 50,000, thinking, "Look, I can make an easy $10,000." And what happened? They lost majority of their investment. And that's literally $50,000 that they put in there. Like, you can put that $50,000 into varying positions and still not lose as much as you lost with Bitcoin. You know what I mean? That's what's crazy, and it depends on what you put it in, right? Because Algorand was at a level of like 50 cents or something like that when I first got into it. And now you're sitting, yes, you would have lost half your investment, but just imagine if you invested at $2, you would have lost everything. Same thing with Ethereum. If you would have invested at $5,000, you would have lost everything. But you find those investments that are just getting started, as you see a bull run, and invest in those rather than investing in some of the peak points, because I just can't invest into a position as things are running. I'm not that type of person. But anyways, going off into a tangent. Thank you, Roy, for coming over here and giving me a listen. I appreciate it. Let's see. Market will turn around within 7 days. Is this like that scary movie where you're like you're gonna die in 7 days type of thing? The market will turn around in 7 days. The market won't be fine at any time soon. So hold tight. Hit the like button for Matthew, guys. Yes, definitely hit the like button. We got 142 people that are here. We got 10 people over on TikTok and 292 likes. It's hard to see. Price prediction for Luna Classic bull market. For the bull market, without any burns or with burns? Without any burns, I do expect us to get to 0.001 to 0.002. That would be a $60 billion market cap to a $160 billion market cap. Between that level, I do expect us to make those larger moves because of the popularity that we have. So people are probably like, what are you even talking about? Why would this get to a $60 billion market cap without any utility? And maybe it will have utility by that time. I hope so. But we will also have, let's not factor in burns right now. Maybe it will have utility at that point. And I do believe that even if it doesn't, it's going to be similar to what we have seen with Doge, with Shiba, with a lot of other positions that have grown a heavy amount without, seeing any big forms of utility. Dogecoin has no utility right now. Shiba Inu has no utility right now. They tried to focus on utility, but Shiba Inu itself does not have utility because they, just kind of neglected it there. So with those two things getting up to a 40 to 50 to, for Dogecoin, about $100 billion market cap, that something without utility and with a community behind it can get to those levels. So in the bull market, I expect to see so much bigger. But if we are seeing burns, if we see aggressive burns to where IBC creates a ton of burns, all the utility creates a ton of burns, which I would be all for. And I would, if we stay at 0.2%, I'll tell you what, if we stay at 0.2%, you can record this or screenshot this. If we stay at 0.2%, and IBC does so much for the burns and burns off a ton, then I will come on here and just admit that I was wrong about increasing the burn tax. And, that's the difference between me and a lot of other people, is that I will admit when I am wrong, but I will admit when I'm wrong when I'm actually wrong, which I haven't been in most cases. When it comes to decreasing the burn tax, definitely not. When it comes to the fact that we would see it increase in volume, definitely not seeing that. So I know that I'm right in a lot of different situations. So we'll see. We will see what it ends up being. But if the burns do get aggressive, we'll see a lot higher of a price, hopefully in the form of actual cents rather than fractions of cents. Good morning, Matt. I have some Lunc wormhole. Can I change this to normal Lunc for staking? So there is a way to bridge. I've struggled with finding, actually bridging over. So what I've done, yes, Harper, you can't find your tablet. Where did I put it? Give me a second. Let me think. Did you check in the kitchen? You check in the kitchen? Well, I know you're in the kitchen now. All right, give me a second. Do 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 do. SHIB long term good hold. Those returns percentages could be insane. They could be. That's the thing, is that we want to see what's going to happen with Shibarium and anything else that they launch, which actually impacts Shiba Inu. Then we can worry about where SHIB is going, because yes, I think either way SHIB will run and we will see higher price points, but it's whether we're going to see, a 5x return versus a 100x return, or even way more than that. But only time will tell. Man, this is just what I needed. Down to earth crypto talk, subbed, and look forward to more. Well, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I really do. I try and focus on a lot of things, a lot of questions that you guys have, because one, it gives me video ideas for later, because they are topics that come up multiple times. Um, and then it's also just great to have conversations on live stream. Live conversations are fantastic. Do you think we have a set bottom? Not at the moment. Not with all of the variables that have taken place. Why is my nose itching so much? Not with all the variables that have taken place. Because FTX and Voyager and everything there. I'm not gonna go live with you. I can't. I would, but I can't, because I'm live on multiple platforms, meaning I have to answer questions and all that stuff. But I appreciate you requesting. So anyways, with FTX and Voyager and BlockFi, I really don't think we have a set bottom right now. I would have said before that that 17.7 was the lowest point, and we were not going to see it go lower than that. I firmly believe that. But with all the things that are happening, FTX, Voyager, BlockFi, the FTX hacker, all of the speculation and fear within the crypto market, and lack of trust. There's just so many different things that really, kind of bring crypto to its knees a little bit. So, is there a bottom? I can't really answer that. There is a bottom. I just don't know where it is. Man, let's see. Let's scroll down. I mean, this guy is very down to earth, and I like to listen to most influencers. I've been watching our hype based. Typically, that's what I see, is a lot of hype. I try and look at everything and keep in all scenarios. Yes, Ryan is right. We got 274 people here. Definitely hit the like button. We're almost at 200 likes. Also, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, definitely go ahead and follow me on Twitter. I just posted something about Terra Luna Classic because there was kind of a back and forth. I like posting videos in places. Let me refresh this. So yeah, I just posted a video about Terra Luna Classic, and basically talking about the burn tax utility and the fact that we can do both. People have going back and forth about utility, and that we need to focus only on IBC and make sure IBC is perfect and that people can build on it. But you need more than just that, right? There's, like I said, 70, 80 to 90% of people that are invested into this play because they want to make money. That's what a lot of people invest for, is to make money into more money. It's not for the project itself, because they don't own the project. They may own a portion of that project, but they don't own the project. So it's not going to benefit their lives if they just worry about the utility side of things rather than worrying about the growth as well. So I don't know. You can do both. And if you want to check out that video, it's about 5 minutes long. I'm glad that Twitter, some of the changes with Twitter I actually like. I haven't gotten my check mark yet. Even though I am part of Twitter Blue, I just haven't done that or even explored it. But I do like the fact that they have a longer, like you can record up to 10 minutes for a video, which is great, because now I can post videos on Twitter, which I really do like posting videos rather than just typing out stuff. So something can get 2,500 views on Twitter or 1,000 views on Twitter or whatever, right? I don't even know what my highest amount of views are on Twitter. 2,500, 2,900, 2,400. Yeah, try and post 7,000 views. That's oh yeah, I was talking about the CEXs and all that stuff. But anyways, if you want to go and follow me on Twitter, definitely follow me. I'm at 14,000 followers, and I would love to grow to 20,000, hopefully by the end of the year. But not a rush. I mean, it's 1 month. That's a lot of people in 1 month. Vault Inu dropped Vaulty Chain. Every token is listed in deflationary. Follow Happy Caddy Crypto and DJ Trev Market Talk. Yeah, both of them are definitely down to earth. And I think, like I said, I don't want to, and I hope that Happy Caddy Crypto watched my whole video that I posted, because I know people have opinions about validators, and I have a big opinion about a large opinion about validators, which some people may agree with. I think it's definitely a conflict of interest. And the only exception that I would have for that is Happy Caddy Crypto, because of how much he is involved in the community, how much or when he actually joined and started to be, started to look into everything that he's looking into, building out, this Lunc Penguins website. It's just so much that he cares about within this community that it makes sense that he's a validator. Versus others that it really doesn't make sense that they are a validator besides just saying I'm a validator. It's like the person that got an MBA to say they have an MBA. Like, you didn't learn from what you got from your MBA. You didn't network within your MBA. Typically, MBA programs are mostly about networking. Really, you can say it's about learning, but a lot of that stuff you've already technically learned within your bachelor's degrees. Especially as me as a dual major, I learned a lot of that stuff well before then, but it was all about networking and creating those connections. And I did create a ton of connections within my MBA program. Happy Caddy Crypto is a clued up guy, very level headed. He is. Happy hasn't made a video this weekend. Hope he's okay. Oh, he hasn't made any video? Have you seen anything on Twitter? Probably put something on Twitter. If I thought you were an influencer, Matt, I wouldn't be here now. Thank you for saying that. I don't like the term influencer, but people use influencer or YouTuber. I don't know what to really call my position, especially when people ask me, like, what do you do for work? I go, well, what do I do for work? Online financial analyst, I don't, advisor. I'm not. It's not financial advice. Financial consultant. Sometimes I just don't know. I could just explain everything that I do. I make videos online and about investing, and I mean, technically that could work, but I always like to make it short. Like, whenever I told people, "Hey, I'm a financial analyst," it's short, sweet, to the point. What's your opinion on mini swap or min swap? And it's 30% APR and 5 billion limited token supply. Also not listed anywhere yet, and has functionality. Use case is decentralized and has great tokenomics. So this is where it's kind of difficult, because usually when things have a larger APY, they really don't last that long. Now, that's not too crazy of an APY. I've seen 10,000, 20,000%, which means 30% you may have longevity, but I haven't looked into it enough to where I could probably see if they're is like scamish tendencies or red flags you can get from it. What'd you say it was? Min swap? You said it's not listed anywhere. If it's not listed anywhere, I'm not gonna be. Yeah, so it's not listed on any exchange, but I guess it is on Min swap. But you're seeing 1% of the total supply. That is a hell of a lot of dilution right there. It's 99% dilution. That means that every percentage, if you buy right now, every percentage that you buy, or let's say you buy $1 and they have 1% of supply out there. Every percentage that they introduce right there, so say they introduce another 1%, you just decreased your price or cut your price in half. YouTuber is a profession. I know it is. It just doesn't sit right. Hey, I'm a YouTuber. Like, what do you YouTube? That's what people are gonna ask. I don't know, it just bothers me. Any thoughts on BitBoy versus O'Leary drama? Is there a drama there? I can definitely do a reaction video if there's some sort of drama. He called him a murderer, didn't he? Called him a murderer or murdered. They also have DEX built on Cardano. It's also been stable for 6 months. That's good if it's been stable for a long period of time. There a way that I can look at the top holders? So there's one address that holds 87% of the entire thing. And that may be an address that introduces a supply somewhere, but I don't like the fact that one, you have 1% of the supply in circulation, and you also have 87% into one wallet, which probably has, I'm gonna say probably has multiple transactions into it. So if it has any transactions into it, I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. Social media influencer. I can't do that. I don't influence anybody. Yes, there is Kevin and BitBoy drama. That's insane. Yep, Kevin called him a bozo. Of course he did. Uh, Say you do menswear hauls and model the clothes, watch their expressions, then run. I no no. I do grocery hauls. That's what I do. Thank you for following all the people that followed. We have Dan. Is it Dan? Dan, Chris. I don't know. Let's say that. Thank you for following. Also you. Thank you for following. Starts with a PH. Appreciate it. If you haven't had a chance to hit the like button or double tap or tap the screen 100 times, please do so. Just tap it a bunch of times. Get it up to 1,000 likes. That would be amazing. I don't feel like he's a social media influencer at all. I don't feel like that either. Should I put 100% of our Shiba no growth in a year? Should you pull 100% of your Shiba? That's totally up to you. Thank you, Peter, for the 5 memberships. Anybody else they automatically give the memberships apparently. This is a good thing because I do members only streams. So I do members on here, and then I'll do members on Patreon. So on Patreon, you get a lot more. If you guys want to go and subscribe to Patreon, feel free to do that. The link is in the description, and you can get a lot of different things. Like I bought, I made 2 buys yesterday, and I posted them as soon as I made the buys. If I make any sells, social media entertainer, I guess. This is all entertainment, so yeah. Just Peter is on fire. England play Iran in under 1 hour in the World Cup. So in advance of their win, my gift, I got to go watch England. Well, thank you for the gift, and thank you, and I'm sure other people say thank you as well. Um, we're almost at 1,000 likes. We're at 950 likes. I appreciate that, Mike 2.0. You're sending all these likes, getting me to almost at 1,000. Now we're at 1,000. Thank you, Mike, for getting me to that point. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Thanks, Peter. Welcome to all the new members. Hey, Matt. Good morning. Did you see ADA is releasing the first regulated stablecoin fully backed by fiat? What do you think will happen with the price of ADA because of that? So I did not see it. And when did that news come out? I feel like it will be big, huge to have something fully fully regulated and trustworthy as a stablecoin. Um, However, I don't know the information behind it. Cardano. Whoa, that's small text. 10. All right, the commercial branch of Cardano ADA blockchain is revealing plans to launch a new fiat-backed crypto asset pegged to the US dollar. In the new announcement, EM is Emergo, let's call it that. It says that it is gearing up to launch USDA, the first ever US-backed stablecoin for the Cardano ecosystem earlier next year. According to Emergo, the stablecoin was created to shield investors and Web3 firms from volatility within the crypto markets by combining the enduring stability of the US dollar with the high security, low fees, and eco-friendliness of the ADA blockchain. The community also says the crypto asset is guaranteed to be backed 1-to-1 and is fully in line with current regulations, noting that the product aims to bridge the gap between traditional finance and decentralized finance, which is huge to see that first to do that. As a partner with a regulated financial services company based in the United States, um, to custody cash deposits, assuring the stablecoin is fully compliant and adheres to regulatory guidelines. Backed by real world assets, USDA provides strong long term price stability that may eventually lead to unlocking more flexible financial services to the Cardano ecosystem. USDA is the first product being brought to the market within uh, er, their new product suite, which aims to bridge the gap between traditional finance and DeFi. Their product line will provide a portal to products offered on the Cardano blockchain, as well as allow users to tokenize their dollars and move them as native ADA assets according to the announcement. That's pretty big. Um, Emergo was launched earlier. Was launched early this year as a means of accelerating the development of decentralized applications on Cardano. It was rolled out with two stages. The first offered a modular toolkit, and the other granted developers access to ADA's ecosystem. So obviously, I think that will be huge. Um, However, I don't know how everybody will take that in as something that is, fully regulated, or I guess it's not saying that it's fully regulated, it's compliant with current regulations. So there's a difference there. There's definitely a big difference there. Not sure why it's not talked about. I'm sure. So I'll create a video on it talking about that because it's something that's brand new and could create a lot of hype to um, the Cardano ecosystem and Cardano itself, right? So yeah, I'll talk about it, and I'm sure others should talk about it. I mean, most people are focused on some other things there, right? Especially with what's going on with Ethereum. Hey Matt, any ideas on why MetaMask shows inaccurate USD values of my Lunatics token? Token count is correct. A value is not. Um, is that a normal MetaMask thing? What do you mean the value is not? So typically, um, you see the value. You see the value on your phone because you don't see the value up here. Like if I go and log in up here, which I physically do have to log into for some reason. If I go and log in up there, it's only going to show me the token amount that I have and not the value of that token. Um, but when you go on your phone, usually it tells you what the value is of it. Maybe it's just giving you the last price that it knows or that it sees. But it all depends. Like if you go and sell it or exchange it on PancakeSwap, just make sure it's the right price. Maybe MetaMask is just looking at it at the wrong price, and that's sort of fine. But just when you go and sell it, make sure that you have the right price. If you're not looking to sell it, then it shouldn't really matter at this moment. But if you're looking to swap on MetaMask and it doesn't have the right price, you need to find another place to swap it. Because I don't know, that may be a MetaMask issue. Bro, you don't know about uh you know about wait, you don't know about USDA? You don't know about mini swap and DEX and functionality. So there's a lot of things that I may not know of because majority of my focus is on the investment side of things. I do like to look at utility, but again, when I'm heavily invested into something and I focus on the long term aspect of it, yes, it's all about utility then. But most likely, when people are investing into a position, it's all about the investment portion of it. And a lot of times, yes, some of those announcements could create um, a larger push to the overall project, the overall ecosystem as well. But if you're looking for something to play out short term in months or 3 months, a lot of times those things don't really factor into it, so you don't have to look into it as much. Um, and since I'm invested in so many different things, it's definitely something where I'm more focused on my heaviest investments, which would be Chronos and would be, well, technically Lunic is not a heavy investment, but it is something that I'm heavily focused on. Shiba Inu is sort of a heavier investment. I focus on farm. So only the ones that I'm heavily focused on, that's the ones where, and obviously Ethereum. So it all depends. And sometimes I hear about something and somebody will say something. I'll go, I've never heard of that. And then I'll look into it. I'm like, oh yeah, I have. Because like since I'm invested in so many things and talk about so many things, I just forget. The same thing when somebody asks me, they're like, hey, can you look into this project? And I'm like, oh, well, I don't think I've ever looked into this. And then I click on the project and I'm like, yes, I remember this. So it's just more about too many things that I'm doing at once. I'm gonna follow you just because I'm a Florida girl. U.S. Swamp Thing sticker together. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't live in Florida. I don't know if you, unless you're talking to somebody else. That's awesome, man. ADA has so much going for it. Stablecoin coming. Their DEX is coming. The NFT community is huge. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm investing in the ADA. I think I bought another 1,000 yesterday. and I have 7,000 now. I would like to have 10,000, but yeah, I'm just a millionaire trying to help. No, I appreciate it. Is CRO to a dollar by Christmas? By like 30 days? I don't think that's the case. Matt Perry was talking to Swamp Donkey. Got you. Got you. Say I live in PA, so it's not Florida. In like 8 minutes, I'm gonna have to go take Harper to the bus stop. So it's gonna be like 30 minutes to where I have like a pause. TikTok, I'm gonna have to stop it, or I can keep it going and then come back. But um, yeah, I'm gonna have to go take her to the bus stop because that's what we do for kids. Um, but you know what? Actually, I'm gonna stop it because it's an hour live stream, and then we'll do another hour for just members on Patreon and members on YouTube. So if you guys want to become a member on Patreon or YouTube, let me end this poll. Thank you everybody for voting here. If you guys want to become a member on Patreon or on YouTube, let me go ahead and get the detail here. So we have join the Patreon and we have join as channel membership. So we have two links here. Whatever you want to join, you can join. But if you are a member, I will be releasing a members only live stream when I come back. So I'm going to shut this off and we're going to go to the members only portion where we can, talk to maybe 20 or 30 people and get all the answers that we want, have a full discussion. It's like we're talking basically one-on-one because we don't have as many people here. TikTok, I think we will not be on here either because that's another way, as well as Twitch, we will not be on here. So if you want to join that, I will have something out on YouTube, Patreon. And yeah, we'll have two links here. You can join as a member, join for channel perks. Thank you for putting that in the chat. And then we'll also have the Patreon link as well, which I don't know why it keeps doing that. There we go. There are two links, Patreon and YouTube member. If you want to click on either one, you can. I will pin the message. And for the next, couple of minutes, we will be here. You should push out a push out to Rumble too for extra revenue. Rumble is kind of unfiltered too. I do have a Rumble, but I don't think I think I've uploaded one video on Rumble. Let me see if I. So I'm not going to do the members only stuff on Rumble, but I will go like live and upload videos on Rumble. See if I could sign in. I don't remember what my password would be. Hopefully I can. Maybe I can sign in with Google actually. Which one? Yeah, I have one. I have one Rumble. So let me check not my account. Let me look at my account overview maybe. Stats, and I don't know where to look. How to go to my like page. My content. Yeah, I had one video that's monetized with 4 views, and it was like a reaction video. But yeah, I can upload over there too. That's not a bad idea. Thank you for reminding me of that. Password is password, Matt. How did you know? How did you know my password is password? No, it's not. EASSWORD. My daughter got off the bus Friday for her 5th birthday wearing a unicorn blow up costume. It's funny. That is hilarious. All right, so she was ecstatic. That's hilarious. All right, so let's just take one more minute to like update what's going on in the market. You know, where my feelings are with certain things, what maybe my plan is to do. Not necessarily saying that I'm going to go and just buy something because I let everybody on Patreon know if I'm going to buy something. Let's talk about this. So, no, it's not. As you're changing it now. It's funny. No, it's not password. I'll tell you what it is. I'm just joking. I'm not gonna tell you that. Yeah, it's definitely not password. I don't know if you can hear the clicks on the my daughter too, but she is 21. Have you bought any Lunic lately? I have not. I have not. I every time I think about it, I'm like, I already invested. I invested $40 into it. At this point, it would just be raising my cost basis. Um, so why would I decide to do that? You know, has it snowed yet in PA? No, it hasn't. I know it snowed in a couple of places I've seen, um, but no, not yet in PA. It's been freezing. Yesterday, the wind was so strong that I like I didn't want to. I don't like going outside in cold weather at all. Um, but the wind was ridiculously strong. I don't think you should say that about Doquan. No. Gemini has an office on Park Street in New York City if anybody wants to get even with these scammers. Well, I think that's kind of dark, but whatever works for you. So anyways, the markets. We got no seconds because I have to go upstairs. So I'm sorry I ended up reading some messages, but if you guys want to join me, I'm going to be going live on YouTube, but it's for members only, for Patreon members and YouTube members. So if you are a member, look out for the notification that I'm going to be sending. It should be somewhere around 8 o'clock to where we will go live, and we'll go from 8 to 9 or something like that. But anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching on TikTok, on Twitch, on every platform. And thank you to the moderators. Thank you to the members. And yeah, I will catch you guys